All right, welcome back to the show. And in case you're just joining in, we're having a very, very important conversation. It is Feel Good Friday. We're always giving you good vibes, good music, good conversations, and discussing pertinent issues that are, of course, important in society. Things that you go about on a daily basis. Things that maybe unafanyanga, unajua, and happen, tu vingi happen. Anyway, and of course, niko na an amazing guest in studio. So he's a life coach. His name is Paul Thandi.
Yes.
For the first
You
time,
got it right this
I always love pronouncing people's names correctly because
Yes, it's
I
important.
love when someone pronounces my name as it should be.
Yes,
And before we went on a break, we were talking about the whole aspect of procrastination. You gave us a totally different perspective
Sure.
when it comes to procrastination.
Sure,
We always think it's a serious problem. Like you have a chronic procrastination. We give it such tough words.
Yes,
and you've shown
yes,
us that
yes,
more often than not, when you're procrastinating something, it just basically means that you don't want it badly enough
Yep.
at that time. And
Yep.
I remember when we were on a break, I asked you, is it possible for a person to not want it badly enough at this time and want it badly later on? And you
True,
told me,
true.
why don't you just do it then? Your time and your
Yeah,
unaitaka
yeah,
sana,
yeah.
fanya sayo. And right now we need to talk about finding your purpose. Because that is what basically ignites your soul.
Exactly,
That is what
exactly.
basically will make you do things very flawlessly. Because you find at certain point in time, you just don't procrastinate. Ikifikia time ya kula, weka hiyo ni purpose yako, wallahi unakula bila kuprocrastinate.
Unacheza
Useme ati,
kama wewe.
nitakula kesho, yeah, you just do it
Sure,
exactly
sure,
as it
sure.
should be.
Yeah.
So now finding your purpose, how do I know or how do I find what exactly ignites my soul or makes me, yani, niko na moral kabisa?
I think it lays with you. And you see, most of the time, and I've like encountered this countless times, people think the solutions are out of you. You think, for me to understand Aziza, I need to do a course,
Yeah.
I need to start attending these, I need to have a mentor, to find purpose, I need to sit down, take a pen, actually, literally, right now, take a pen. Look at the things that you've done and you've won. Look at the things that you've done and they've given you satisfaction. Look at that thing that you've done, you've always done, and you're looking forward to it. As we were talking during the break, I was saying most of the time we are doing too many unnecessary things. Focus is very important.
Yeah.
You can't chase 10 things at the same time and get the results of focusing on one or two things.
Yeah.
It's not about how much you're doing. It's about the quality of the output that you're having as a person.
Okay, so mtaka yote.
Hukosa
yote.
yote. So look at the things you're chasing now, this month. You've been chasing since January. Write them down. It could be, unauza viatu, unafikiria juu ya gas, kidogo kidogo unataka kusoma. You're thinking of starting a new course. Kidogo kidogo you're thinking of, I saw
a
Nania
business.
meanza, za viatu zimeshika. Oh my, you know. And then you're going to sit there and say, I'm a bad procrastinator. I don't have good results. How many things are you doing at a go?
Yeah.
Because being efficient is not a matter of how many things you're doing. Sometimes we're just busy, but we're not productive. There's a difference between being busy and being productive. You get the difference?
Okay.
Being productive means
Yeah.
Aziza takes this kind of task,
Yeah.
she works on it, finishes it, put it as a finished product.
Okay.
How many things have you completed since January?
Well.
How many things have you left half-baked? You know, imagine all that time, all those efforts. If you put them on one thing in your shelf, you'll be having 2 completed things instead of 10 continuous moving projects that you can't quantify and say, I started this, it's gotten this, it's here. So before we even start, you know, putting the blame on ourselves, we are very good at blaming ourselves, actually. We are so resourceful in that. The question is, what task have you put in front of yourself? And I want to hit the nail again
On the head.
and say, if what you want to achieve by end of 2021, you don't do something about it every 24 hours, then you're chasing the wind. So those 10 things you're saying that you want to do, can you do it in a day?
Yeah.
During your focus time, that 2-3 hours, that 1 hour that you've set down to focus on work, what are you doing about that 1 hour? By the end of the week, which areas have you touched?
Yeah.
if you're not touching any of these areas, then don't expect results to come. Because you'll just be having a continuous project that we don't know when it will end. We don't know the signs that it has ended. We even don't know how it will look like in the middle and at the end of it. So sometimes we overwhelm ourselves because of, peer pressure never ends.
Yeah.
By the way, as you grow, your peers are growing. So unaona nani ameanza biz mpya, and you're like, sinapata ka 100K mali. Udem atajua ajui. Maybe what you've even been working on the last 2 years, if you just popped in that money, it will be a done project.
Yeah.
So stop chasing things, stop being busy, and ask yourself, what am I putting out there? What have I put out there? What is the quality of it? Do I do something and someone else has to come and verify?
Yeah.
Or are you that person once you do it? But you see, now last minute can't work here.
Of course.
Last minute can't work here.
Because there's no deadline attached to it.
Yes. So at the end of the day, your productivity is the consistent quality of output. It's not the many things you do. People think productivity is
Nimefanya
who you
vitu
say
mingi
anakuaga
leo.
busy. Let me crack a joke to you. Mimi ikifika 1:32,
PM
my
or
day is
AM?
done. Mchana. Because I wake up at 5. So between 5 and Satano, I've worked for 8 hours. I take a break, then do another thing for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Then from there, my day is done.